Hi guys, it's RCT again, and welcome to Raid with me. Um, Hopefully this will be my first official video. I've done a few already, but this is all still brand new to me, so I'm hoping this is going to be it. The reason for me starting this channel is that I'm kind of a newbie mid-tier gamer, and I think there's a lot of guys that are in that bracket that aren't exactly noobs, but aren't as experts as some of these guys are. So I was thinking, you know what? Let me start a channel and see if how many of us are out there and see if we can help each other and have some fun along the way. So yeah, let's get started. All right. First things first, let me just talk about the champion or a few champions that I recently got. I'm still busy with them. First is got Torsus. That was like a few weeks ago. Um, Old style champion. Still finding out exactly what he can and cannot do. He attacks all enemies, has 30% chance of stealing one random buff, which is good on each enemy. This is some buffs on us, increase attack and increase crit rate, which is great, 30% on the crit rate. And then you can see this, to me, this is what will help a lot, especially like in Hydra, removes all debuffs from all allies. And then heals them, fills all their tier meters, which is great. It says that the amount by which allies heal increases according to the number of debuffs removed from them. All right. So the more debuffs are removed, the more it can heal. All right. The amount by which each ally's turn is full increases according to the amount. Okay, it's the same thing. All right. So, like I said, still making up my mind about him. I haven't really played with him yet. I know he's an old style champ from what I've seen and done some research on him, but I'll let you guys know. All right. Then the next one, I don't have a lot of great gear. So, and the bit of great gear I do have, I've put it on my best champions. So you'll see, I was hoping to have a good accuracy. I don't have an accuracy banner. So that's why his accuracy is a bit on the low end. But you can also see I've tried putting accuracy there, and I didn't have a ring, but I will. I'm hoping to get his accuracy to about 230, 240 to see how he is before I invest more into him. But we'll see how it goes. Because he is based on attack, is an attacked champion, you'll see I put in a resist. Why did I use a resist on this guy? Oh, it's for speed. I was trying to get his speed up. Okay. All right. Oh. Then I use defense. Why did I use defense in it? See, I'm finding out how I went as well. I don't know why I put this stuff on. Okay, but like I said, I'll have to and check what I did. Yeah, there's a few champions that I just picked up recently. That's why I'm a bit confused on why I put that gear on him. Could be I put it on someone else and I was just checking. But there's another two champion that I want to chat to before we get to him. Where is that guy? Yeah, this is another big guy I picked up, but I've got a bit of, what I say, I'm more hopeful about this guy because, I mean, he's got some great stuns and provokes. I mean, look at that. A2 is a stun. He attacks all enemies. Look at that. Has a 75% chance of placing a stun for one turn on all enemies. That's great. And this one is a provoke. Attacks enemy two times. 50% on the first time. 6% decrease debuff for two turns. That's great. And then the A3 increases your defense. The only problem I have with this champion is that I'm looking for champions that can either smack hard, because I'm actually short on nukers, or they can help me finish, certain factions. And the dwarf faction I've finished. So he's a great champion, don't get me wrong. Oh, I think he is. But not specifically for a faction that I need. So yeah, I still have to find a place for him, but I'm sure I will. And you can see I use stone skin on him quite a bit. Should have used crit damage, but I didn't have on the stone skin. Defense, let's just say this should be a defense champion. Yeah. All right. So I was going to say, if he's not a defense champion, and I've got again a different chest plate on him that isn't defense, I was going to think, what the hell am I doing? All right, so you can see defense, crit rate. I would have put crit damage. When it comes to a nuker, guys, try and get your crit rate on the substats along with your speed, and then you get your crit damage on the gloves. That's not with all the champions, but I would definitely say with the nukers, yeah, because then you can hit hard. And speed on the boots. Like I said, these aren't my best gear. This isn't bad. The stone skin isn't bad. Look at that. Two. Yeah, that's quite a good piece there. All right. I had four champions. Like I said, it was that first one, then it was the dwarf guy, then Ronda, and we're going to be talking about the last one I pulled 2 days ago. Ronda, I'm still busy with. I know this isn't the right gear for her. This is something, I mean, look, that's an attack. I would like that to be a crit damage, you know. But I'm lacking on some gear, so I'm working with what I got. So yeah, you'll see there it's not even 100%. I know people are going to give me grief. I know. But I'm still working on it. I've just paused it for a minute, but I am still working on it because I do believe Roundy can hit really hard. I mean, look, I haven't even booked her or anything. Attacks one enemy 3 times, place an extra hit if the target has less than 50% HP after the third hit. That's awesome. Attacks one enemy 3 times or will ignore shield buffs and 30% of the target's defense. Places a block passive skills. Now that's awesome. That's awesome. Debuffs for 2 turns before attacking. This debuff cannot be resisted. Great. I also place the block active skills. Debuff is here. This thing is great. Great for guys that have awesome passive skills. This is a very good counter. Attacks all enemy 2 times. Damage increased by 30% if this champion has more than 50%. Also good. And then her passive skill, yeah, there's a 15% chance to join an attack. So yeah, I'm gonna do more of a spotlight on her when I've actually kitted her out properly. Like I said, I'm not happy with this. It's just what I had at the moment. I'm normally what I do with a champion, I put what I have on just to see what she can do and see if it's worth investing in her more, you know, because I have limited resources. I'm mainly a free to play. I do buy sometimes packs, but it's very rarely. So I'm mainly a free to play. So I see what I have, put it on it, trying to see what a potential is, and then we take it from there. All right, and I'm just gonna show you the one last champion I pulled. Where is the guy? Yeah, he is here. There we go. First of the Grim. Yeah, I just pulled him about 2 days ago. Also, just seeing what he's capable of. Put some crit damage on his gloves. HP skill. Look, I always check on what the skills work on. So this is HP. So every time it's HP, look, there's every rule can be broken, but as a rule, I look at the skills and the chest plate is always going to be what the skills work on off it. Most heroes, right? But there'll be one or two that you can break the rule for that you can put something else instead to depending on their skills. So with this one, I've got HP on the chest because of the skills. You can see the A2 it takes all enemies, place the extra hit on enemies under stun, freeze fear, which is great on all that stuff. Increase the defense buff, yeah, which was all awesome there. And a provoke. And there's a provoke there as well. So I'm not sure about this guy, to be honest. I remember, I think he was Fragment. I think he was. I must just go check. That I didn't do earlier in the year. I didn't do because, like I said, I'm a free to play. I need to check my resources. So I'll have to check and see what his potential is. So I'm still testing him. So those are the four champions that I just pulled in the last, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. That I haven't had. I've just put on some stuff on them, just some gear, just to see how they're doing. I think Ronda though has the potential to be awesome. I mean, and she looks good, eh? But you got to admit, all the champions always does look good, and that bouncy thing she does. That's typical MMA. You know, it's like come and get it, come. Yeah. There's a few things I wanted to chat about. No, not going to pay you. There is a big fragment coming in Christmas. Every Christmas, as we know, there's a normally a good fragment. I've heard there's been some bad ones, but I personally have never gotten a bad one. But I've only been playing the game for just over 2 years. So the last good one that I had was Tatura. Yeah, this champion, it was awesome. It's still awesome, and I still use it quite a bit, especially when it comes to defense teams that I'm using. She's always the one that's in with Brogni. They're always guys that come in, and with Sifi. They make a good team, and then I just put some guys in to buff them up. Sir Nick was the other, but I didn't get Sir Nick. It was just before me. I'm trying to think who else was there. Yeah. Well, this Christmas, I saw there's a champion coming, but to be honest, I can't remember his name because his name is some funny thing. But the good thing that I saw in Hal Hades, and he called him the Rat King, which I think fits him perfectly. So yeah, what I would suggest now is start saving up your resources because you're going to need a lot of them. You're going to, because I normally bring up with the normal champs. I'm going to show you an example to get the Rat King. All right, that's going to be coming up now in December. You're going to need 4 for each of these epics. Now, this is just an example of what is going to work. So you'll need 4 of each of these champions to get one of the epic champions. Then you have to ascend each champion to get to the Lego. So this is just a basic example of what's going to come in, I think next week, Thursday. That's when the champion is coming. So we've got time now to prepare. Now, to prepare what you need to do. You need to start saving up your gems because a lot of the guys where they do fail is when you summon champions. They don't have enough summon gems to, shards to summon. So I've started saving on my ancients and my void, and I did have sacreds, but I gave in because it was 2 times, yeah. And I got that other guy. I didn't get what I was aiming for, which was this little lady, because I thought she could help me with my Shadowkin, but I never get the 2 times. But yeah, I did give it a go. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me. So, but still, I'm saving up these. So by next week, Thursday, I'll have some more. I'll also, when push comes to shove, it takes longer, but the mystery shards do help you. That's why you always buy in the shop when you see them. Another thing, I've been saving up my energy and my silver. I was saving up until I used it last night. Oh boy, this is going to be a bad guide for you guys. So don't do what I do. Don't use yourself before the event. I just got tempted. Like I said, I'm testing out the champions, and last night I kind of lost track of my silver. But save up your silver and the energy. And the most important thing is to save up your potions. I'm just going to give you a good example here. All right, so I've been trying to get more potions. And I don't know, I always like having around, depending on how many it is, I like to have a lot, yeah. So I'm trying to get this to around about 60, so I'm a bit short on that. I know that's more than you need, but I also need from a few other champions that are level 50 that I need to upgrade and ascend. So I need these potions a lot more. So today and tomorrow I'm going to be playing more to get at least more of these potions. And next week when it opens up again, let's see when it will open up again. It opens on Tuesday. So we got Tuesday. So guys, Tuesday, this is what your focus should be here. You need to get this potion. You need to get a lot of it because you're going to need it. All right. So trick is to do well, you need shards, which I'm saving. You need energy because you're going to be doing a lot of dungeons. All right. You need gems that in case you run short on energy or shards, that will be your backup. And what I've done as well, I've also saved my potions there or my energy there as well. And I've also got some silver saved up. And I've also started saving up. You'll see, instead of leveling up my champions now, I've been saving them up here and there's some more energy. So I've been saving it up. And also when it comes to chickens and food, I've also been saving up. So you can see these are 5 stars that will be ready for the Legos that I'm waiting to upgrade. And I've got more 4-star chickens here. Yeah, I've been saving up because I've been waiting for this guy, and I think he's going to be awesome. Well, Candy's awesome as well, but the Red King, I've got a feeling he's going to be meta. And I'm always behind on the meta. So I'd like for a chance to be up to date with it. All right, and before I do go, I just want to chat about, yeah, about this new dungeon that just opened up. I was doing pretty well, but now it's become hard, and to be honest, I haven't really focused on it. But let's take a look at this guy. You do need, see, I used this guy, yeah, but he didn't work out. I think it's Cage Breaker. And the reason I used him, because of sleep. You see, yeah, you can hit him more when he's under sleep. See what it tells you, attacks all enemies, places 30% decreased speed. Yep, so I know it, defense doesn't work at some point because he's got this big smack, but I do use Brogni because yeah, he's weak to them when he's asleep. Then you can hit him with the debuffs. I'll also do a video on this once I've sorted my team out as well. This guy, I'm not sure if he was working. Sifi works brilliantly here. So does Brogni. I don't know about the rest of the team. These are the two guys that are definitely staying in. I was using Ugo here as well. Ugo was doing well. Yeah, it's just I need to complement this team with I think guys that can hit harder or something else. Because to be honest with you, when I look at a team, I don't like playing it manually, a boss. I like doing automatic. And for most of the times it was working. I mean, I did all of this on automatic until I think it was still stage 9. Then I started changing the team. I had Ugo. Who else did I have in there? Ugo and another guy there. Then I started changing the team. And yeah, I think I lost the plot there. So I'll have to go back and check. Let's see here. There's a teams of the week. Oh, strategy. No, no teams of the week yet. All right. I always use that as a guideline to see what people are using, but definitely Sifi is made for this. I mean, she works wonders here. All right, guys. This was my first video. I got a feeling it didn't come across as good as I thought it would. But like I said, I'm learning as I go. Any suggestions are welcome. Any advice is welcome. If you guys think I should focus on a champion spotlight or something that you guys want to know about, please let me know. Like I said, this channel is basically for guys that play this game in a relaxed way. We just want to know what are we missing out, you know, the basics. I know it took me a long time to learn to do the basics correctly. I used to sell gear that was good that I didn't even know it was good, especially with the substats. I mean, this is something I learned the hard way. If a gear has a substat of crit rate and speed or accuracy, you do not sell that. You keep that. That is very good gear. It took me a while to get that, especially because I mean, I used to put crit rate on all my gauntlets. That's what I thought until I saw a few videos. And I got to tell you, the guys that have helped me a lot, Hell Hades, #1 guy. If you want to know what's cooking, you go and check out Hell Hades. Ash, also brilliant. Scratch, also brilliant. Cold Brew has helped me a lot. Ivy Lee, Fox Nation, these guys, these people, yeah, and before I forget, Deadwood Jedi, yeah, I almost said Dead Eye Jedi, Deadwood Jedi, yeah. When it comes to Clan Boss, he's the guy you should go check out. He really is. So these are the people you should really follow if you actually want expert advice. Me, am I the expert? No. Will I be the expert? Well, time will tell, and so will you guys. Please subscribe, and like I said, let's stay in touch. Thanks a lot.